So I am from the team of Missionized and with Integrity. So in this video, we'll be discussing about a woman who usually sacrifice her life for of of her family, of her children, of her husband. So even though they struggle be imagined with our eyes, their struggles cannot be imagined with the way usually they live, the way usually they suppress their pains, right? So every woman has that efficiency to suppress whatever problem she faces, right? That's the reason why in Sanskrit there is a sloka called as यत्र नार्यंत पूज्यते रमते तत्र जहाँ नारियों की पूजा होती है वहाँ वास होता है भगवान का. So it becomes a matter when we discuss about the modern technology with innovation, as how it usually changes stage as well as the efficiency of a woman in every sectors, right? So here in this 21st century, women are totally different. The way they usually live, the way they improve sectorally in the field of education, in the field of art, in the field of we can say that technology. So everything they have one step forward, we can say. So this is all about how actually the women who usually faces violence despite state's primary focus on their welfare and development in the state of Tamil Nadu. So why it has been discussed here, that is the reason why the many films usually illustrates the scenario of a woman who usually stays within a certain boundary, rules regulation which has been formulated by their family, right? So that is what about the uh, the innovations which has even been governed, we can say, the innovations which has even been governed by the government but not by a woman who usually closed in of tradition, inside a world of culture. So that's what here it has been written in the first. So we'll be discussing about four points in this scenario. One is data on Tamil Nadu, then after compulsory marriage, then after uh, strings to higher educations, and last and finally that is normalization of misonography. So misonography, oh, what this all about, and every point is crucial when we discuss about the stuffs, when we discuss about the things. So let me start the session on the data on Tamil Nadu. So data on Tamil Nadu, what actually it says us. So everything we know that data is just like storing certain information. So what information here it has been illustrated? It is the information of a woman who is been who is been studied in a certain boundaries, in a certain laborious work with amount. Unpaid amount in the sense the household labor from the morning of 6 9, or you can say that maybe midnight of 12, right? So yes, everything is very crucial and very important when we discuss about the certainty which usually been with a woman, the certainty which is usually been with a girl, we can even say that in a very poor background who actually belongs to. So those things are prior important when we discuss about the stuffs, right? So data from the recent National Family Health Survey for 2019-2020, NFHS reports reveals that 44.7% of the married women in Tamil Nadu have experienced physical as well as sexual violence in their homes. So even in the homes also they implemented. So according to the National Family Health Survey, it might be coming, right? What actually the prediction which has been done on every woman about how actually the in a boundaries in a certain area, in a certain surrounding, how actually things are been going on emotionally, mentally, we can say that physically. So all the stuffs here they usually record the data. That's the reason why we are saying data is information. So data is just like no, not a just like information, it's just like crucial information, we can even say that. So that's the reason why here it is assigned with the 49.5 females enrolled 0.5 for male enrollment. So here it is been written about the higher education or education of every sector of women in the field of ST, SC, OBC. They are watching everything in particular with the reference to how actually women is been in the field of women is been in the field of education. Data on Tamil Nadu. So then after compulsory marriage, what actually compulsory marriage is? So compulsory marriage is just like, for example, if I say that if a parents unable to pay certain rents, certain unable to pay the controlling, we can that if the parents are low level wage workers, then definitely their only one strategy is to send her daughter to their mother father-in-law's house, right? So why, whatever they face, whatever the problems they usually face, the parents definitely they in their mind only one thing sticks is that I want to leave my daughter to her parent-in-law's house. So that's what here compulsory of marriage. They do not even sees how actually the labor usually they can do in the in every field, but they usually want to see her daughter in any others in someone other's house. That's what here actually the mean of the compulsory marriage is all about. So then after string to higher education, just like uh, yeah, innovations as well as structural improvement in the field of architect, in the field of IT, uh, in the field of infrastructure, we can say that everything, even a bus driver also they are in their presence, right? We are, even have view lot of women who are been running trucks for delivering goods. So that is all about higher education. Higher education is not just like holding a book. It is just like making your business within a certain within out of boundaries. So even an uneducated girl can start a business, right? That is called educated. Who is called educated? A girl, a man, then she will be treated and educated, not with books. She usually study with the mind she usually have. That's called the thing of education, the power of education. So he itself, so apologize for any mistake I have committed. Okay, so I hope every woman should be respected, because in every woman we see our mother. I even see that, why cannot you can see that? So thank you, thanks a lot.